greenhouse memory was?
My favorite memory so far would be the probably the fantasy football draft, because I was still pretty new here, rookie, and everybody was cool enough to have me take part in something that kind of incorporated me into the team, and it was fun to throw a few back and BS with some of the rub elbows with the chefs.
We were watching Karate Kid Trilogy, and it was Karate Kid 1, and Danny LaRusso is ready to do the crane kick, and we noticed that nobody at the bar was talking. They were just watching the movie, and we all knew it was coming, but there's just so much excitement in the air. When he landed the crane kick, everybody started applauding and going crazy, and Sawyer runs in the office and puts on "You're the Best Around," and literally the whole restaurant started singing "You're the Best Around."
Awesome. You can.
Okay. I'm Kyla Gala. I am a manager at the Greenhouse Tavern, and one of my favorite memories this year was the chef's after party for the SOS dinner in August.
Drinking Shav on the front mezz late night.
Favorite greenhouse memory was probably the employee art show and the employee band playing and everybody sitting outside on the patio, just ripping it greenhouse style.
Me and Sawyer standing on the front mezzanine and realizing we actually had a cool restaurant.
My favorite memory was I had to get a bottle of 360 vodka from the Agro Crag, and it was a busy Saturday night, and I lost my footing and I accidentally dropped like 3 or 4 bottles of vodka on top of all this and knocking other bottles down, and everyone started clapping at me, and my first reaction was, I'd like to see you clap here. It was pretty embarrassing, but it was one of my favorite memories.
Favorite memory is just being part of this family here. Being part of the family, so it's great to be.
Hi, my name is Brian Riley, and my favorite moment at the Greenhouse Tavern is when Matt Danko sliced the shit out of his finger and had to be taken to the hospital, and he ran around like this for about 5 minutes.
My favorite Greenhouse Tavern memory was the Chris late night Roadhouse ride-through.
I'm Matt Danko. I work at the Greenhouse Tavern. My favorite memory from this year probably was actually just a couple weeks ago. Sawyer and I drank wine until like 4 in the morning, and didn't have a way to lock the restaurant at 3 in the morning, and I used my bike chain to lock the front doors. And then we finished another bottle of wine and went home. It's pretty ridiculous. So.
Hi, my name is Amelia, and my favorite greenhouse memory for 2010 was when I called the restaurant and Betsy, our hostess, answered, and I asked to speak with Jonathan, and she told me that he couldn't talk, he was on the phone, and didn't want to be interrupted. So I said, well, who's he on the phone with? And she said, he's on the phone with Dan Collins. And I said, Dan Collins? God, that sounds a lot like Dana Cohen, who's the editor of Food and Wine. And for about 20 minutes, I waited and waited and waited to hear back from John. And, my phone rang, and I said, John, were you just talking to Dana Cohen? And he started screaming that he was one of 2010's Food and Wine Best New Chef. So it was a really, really spectacular memory.
My name is Joe Puno, New Joe. My favorite greenhouse memory was definitely sitting up on the roof over the summer, drinking beers, and me and Hoser narrating people's conversations on each street below. It's awesome.
My name is Josh Samsel. I work at the Greenhouse Tavern, and my favorite memory in 2010 is whenever C. Holzer jumped over the counter. I called him something, it wasn't too mean, but it made him really mad, and he came and jumped over the counter and chased me all the way up to the rear mezzanine. And that was my most fun. It's kind of scary, though.
My favorite GHT memory was the day I walked into the tavern and Food and Wine magazine had just arrived and Chef Sawyer was on the cover. Pretty epic day in our lives. Changed a lot, so definitely my fondest memory of GHT of the year.
Sparkle Plumber.
Sawyer. My favorite Greenhouse Tavern memories are many this year. We were pretty lucky to win Food and Wine magazine and be busy and be in Cleveland and get a new green certification and cook in the James Beard House and have our kids start kindergarten and be able to increase our vinegar room and a million other things. We're just really lucky. So go 2011.
You guys?
My name is Eric Mahore, and it's not necessarily a certain memory, but I'm going to have to say the first time that I stepped foot into the restaurant, it was 2 months before there was actually a restaurant here. It was all white, and there was nothing here except the kitchen equipment. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but it just serves as a reminder that it's pretty amazing what we've done in the last year and a half, how far we've come. The people who've come and gone, all the food that we've created, and you know, it's pretty special what we've done from the ground up, and to see what it is now. So that's it.
Go.
Your favorite moments when you grabbed it, dude?
My favorite moment on the tavern is everything. Everything is great here.